It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. What the fuck is going on, squad? I'm gonna move over here because my camera is gonna do that to me. Hello. Let's get the chat connected. Boom, 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 boom. How the fuck is everybody? Hi. Anybody in chat? Let's find out. Pull the live chat from YouTube. Good deal. So maybe I'll just sit here for a bit. Maybe. Maybe we'll jump over to Facebook. No. I guess I'm just going to sit here for a little bit and hang out. Holy dit balls, do my eyes and ears deceive me, or Skeletor back? Dit balls? Brett? I'm kind of back. Kind of. I've actually taken a little bit of like a medical sabbatical. I was in the hospital back the week before Thanksgiving, and I just decided that, you know, doctor's telling me that I have a massive ulcer and I need to cut down on a lot of shit, including stress, and take a little bit of time off to rest and relax and recoup. So that's what I've been doing for almost a month. Recouping. Cooping. I'm going to turn it this way. Yeah? No? No, because if I... No, I'm going to turn it this way so I can lean and be comfortable. But yeah, so I have like a massive ulcer in my duodenum, which is like that spot in between the stomach and the small intestine. It's like the taint. Call it the gastric taint. Massive ulcer. No bueno. But switch to decaf coffee. Um, except for that one. That one's fully leaded. I have like one or two fully leaded cups of coffee a day just because I have to. But yeah, just been taking care of my guts. Yeah, I was there for a few days, and the shitty part about it, I went in on November 19th, and I wasn't really coherent until November 22nd. I was just out of it. I was pumped full of nausea drugs, pain medication. It was horrible. However, I found out directly that my sulfur stomach, when I burp a lot and it's so fucking horribly sulfur, is directly linked to the ulcer. So, once that gets healed up, the sulfur will be gone. But then that brings me to another rant and rave about my VA healthcare. Yeah. Yay. Go VA healthcare. Fuck those guys. You know, I've been to the VA 3 times since I've been out of the hospital, and all 3 times I've walked out of there yelling and screaming. All 3 times. Didn't get the proper medication that I need, that I'm supposed to have. Didn't get to see my shrink to where I can get my head meds taken care of, because the antibiotic that's going to heal my stomach doesn't cross with my head meds. So I have to get in with her and get my PTSD meds taken care of and switched over, and then assessed before I can even start the antibiotic. So I'm still here without antibiotic, trying to be uh, be as kind to my stomach as possible. The gastro doubled my protonics, so I'm taking the max dose of protonics now, which is what they call a proton inhibitor. It stops your stomach from uh, producing so much acid. What up, Josh? Yeah, it's motherfucking Skeletor, bitch. How does my audio sound, by the way? I really don't need the headphones on, so I'm just going to kick my mic, which hopefully soon I'll have my desk mic. Over here. Maybe this will be better. Can y'all hear me okay now that I have it down here? I hope so. I have to vape on my left side because, well, the mic picks it up a lot. So how the fuck are y'all? I see there's 2 of you in chat. That's awesome. But yeah, it's funny. I was going the Friday before I went into the hospital, so November 18th, I went in and got some more shade work done on my, or got some more work done on my Spartan guy here. And I got through a half hour of shading, and my body was just like not taking it. It was hurting like a motherfucker, to be quite honest. And I mean, I've got forearm tattoos out the ass. I mean, you see all the work that I had done before. And then, you know, over here I got all this shit. And I never had it hurt like that. So I'm sitting in the chair, and I had to tap out. First time in my life I ever fucking tapped out in the middle of a tattoo. I had an hour session. I tapped out 30 minutes in. So I thought that was strange. I wasn't feeling well. What's up, brother? I wasn't feeling well, and you know, so I basically kicked back and relaxed while Joey got the rest of her work done that night. And the next day I woke up and I just knew I was going to be nauseous and sick all day, and I was probably hospital bound. But you know, so I'm sitting there, and I'm burning herbs, trying to get rid of the nausea. I'm doing everything I can. I'm dropping the fucking. I got a new medication for anti-nausea. It's called. That's not it. That holds an RDA. It's called ondansetron. Uh, it's Zofran or some shit like that. It's just the generic version of it. Anyways, I tried that. Nothing helped. I started getting sick and I was hospital bound. But I was cold. I was nauseous. I wanted to lay down. I felt like shit. The only time I didn't feel like shit was when I was laying down. So um, my wife and Zach and Caitlin and some other family friends got me to the hospital. And I'm sitting at the Altamont ER, which is Florida North, and I'm covered up in a warm blanket, just got covered up in a warm blanket, and this cunt of a fucking nurse comes out, and I'm laying down, and she has to take my vitals, so I stick my arm, or I don't remember exactly what happened. Something happened where she pissed me off, and I pulled my head out from under the covers, and I said, fuck you, you don't talk to me that way. Swear to Christ, if I'm lying, I'm dying. If Zach were in chat, he was actually there. I think that's his favorite part. Anyways, my wife down the road ends up getting into it in the hallway with this nurse, and all hell breaks loose, and we invaded the hospital in true WTF fashion. I tell you what, I had some cool nurses in there. There was one nurse that I had when I was actually in my regular room after I got out of the ER that I remember was really cool. His name was some French name. He was from French Guiana or some shit like that. Really cool guy. I wish I could remember his name. But anyways, I got out of there the day before Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving comes along and I'm still nauseous as fuck. Didn't realize that until 2 days prior that they had taken me off of my PTSD meds because they were giving me the antibiotic to help with the ulcer. So I find out I'm not on my head meds, and Caitlin's in chat. She was there when I told him, "Fuck you, you don't talk to me that way." Word, Josh. Tell work to go fuck themselves. Skeletor is on. Oh, it's Zach on Caitlin's account. So I find out that they take me off of my head meds. I'm pissed off about it, but there's nothing I can do. So I don't take them Thursday. I don't take them Friday. I go to the VA. I get the runaround at the VA. I tell the doctor to go fuck herself. I go the next week to the VA again to try to get shit figured for my stomach. So I'm up on the 4th floor, which is where I get my psych shit done. And after waiting an hour and a half, I get a fucking after an hour and a half, I get a fucking run around by the lady behind the counter, and that ended up with a bunch of fuck yous and this, that, and the third. But yeah, okay, so Zach, how funny was it when I told that nurse? Was it kiss my ass or was it fuck you? Was it kiss my ass? Okay, it was kiss my ass, you don't talk to me that way. That shit was fucking hilarious. But yeah, so after a week of not being on my head meds, I actually went on a 98-hour stretch of manic, separated by a 10-hour rest period at the 44-hour mark, and then at the 54-hour mark after that. So I was up for 44, rested for 10, up for 54. I finally crashed for like 7 or 8 hours, and I started taking my PTSD meds again because I wasn't getting the erythromycin from the VA, which is the antibiotic that they have for my stomach that I have to take that doesn't mix. So I started taking my head meds, and finally after that 54-hour stretch, I got a hold of some good perp, and I was able to rest for 7 hours. I haven't missed a dose yet. Well, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to miss a dose. Saturday PM. Oh, Friday PM. Sorry. have a new script coming in tomorrow. Today. Today's Saturday. Today. So yeah, I'm not doing that manic shit no more. They can fucking kiss my ass. My stomach's just gonna have to wait until I get a new head med, but the VA has just not been kind. Although, I do have a dentist appointment in January, so that's cool. But yeah, all that bullshit aside, uh, is my brother still in chat? If he is, he was just in town from Georgia not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, week and a half ago. Left a week and a half ago or some shit like that. So, you know, while he was in town for the week, I was chilling with him. It's just been a fucking sabbatical of resting. I am going to start something new. I'm not going to be doing as much on live broadcast video anymore. However, one thing that I've always wanted to do was be a radio personality, talk radio. I've had that dream since middle school, actually. My brother will attest to this. We had this technology class, and in this technology class, they had broadcast stuff, and well, they had all kinds of technological stuff in this one classroom. And this one corner had audio broadcasting, and I went over there and I pretty much worked my way over there as much as possible throughout the entire time I was in the technology class. And I've been doing a lot of research on podcasting, and you know, we've talked about doing other subjects here on the WTF network. That's why I changed it from WTF Vapors to WTF Network, because we're going to be trying a bunch of new stuff, and this podcast is going to be one of them. Now, the subject of the podcasts is going to be fucking hilarious, to be quite honest. We're still going to be doing some vaping shit. I'm still going to be doing some live video broadcasting for vaping and our friends over at Vapor & Co. I know I haven't had much correspondence with much of anybody here recently because I have been resting and taking a step back. So this week I'm going to start, you know, making those connections again and talking to everybody and bringing stuff back. I'm going to try to do at least one live video broadcast a week. Kind of thinking on Fridays maybe. But I'm going to be bringing out a lot more audio podcasts than just straight video broadcasting. And we're eventually going to get into some live stuff. As you guys might know, I purchased wtfnetwork.info domain a while back, and I'm in the process of getting everything set to where I'm going to bring in the static IP at the beginning of the year, and I'm going to be doing live podcasts and live video casts from wtfnetwork.info. We're going to get that started at the beginning of the year, so cheers to that. We'll be able to have video, audio, all live, music, all kinds of music, anything you want. We won't be bound by YouTube or any other tube for that matter. So, Zach, I took a chance and put, what do I do with the bottle? I put this in the TFV8. Come try it. Motherfucker, you're supposed to come over anyways. Last 2 days. You need to break yourself and get your ass over here today so we can lay down some podcast stuff. Everybody in chat, I want you to get get Zach on the ball. Get his balls in gear. So we can put some shit in the fucking can. And I'm going to be uploading it to wtfnetwork.info YouTube page at first. While we get the website ready, I will be uploading pre-recorded podcasts to wtfnetwork.info YouTube channel. It's going to be some stupid shit, but check it out. Here's some subjects that we've got. As we know, we are now a medicinal marijuana state, so we are going to have a few podcasts about that. We are now a red state apparently, so we're going to get some political bullshit. And you know what? I know that I promised we would not do politics or religion on my video cast, but check it. A politic podcast. Okay. I'm with it. You know why? Because I got some motherfuckers that can drop some knowledge when it comes to politics. Zach has a buddy of his, we'll just call him Marine for now, that has political stuff going. I got my homeboy Crook. He's definitely got some political views that will put your panties in a bunch. And if you say no, it won't, I challenge you. Crook will offend you in some way, shape, matter, or form. But that's why I'm bringing him on. For you medicinal states, we're going to have some grow tips on your co-op and collective grows. I know some of you are going to be really interested in that. I'm going to be doing a lot of military, VA, political style podcasts myself, as well as, just I'll be producing and sidekicking a lot on some of the audio podcasts. And that's because I want to highlight the strengths of the other personalities that I'm pulling onto the show. And I can get it set. Pardon me. Excuse me. It's that fucking ulcer, man. Horrible. If anybody wants to do a podcast with me, if you have any type of hobby, vaping, not vaping, some of you, you collect knives and shit, some of y'all collect knives. Some of y'all collect firearms. Some of y'all like ammo. Firearms and ammo. Some of you collect other things. I mean, some of you are conspiracy theorists, and I want to know all about that as well. It's going to be a free-for-all fucking thing. I'm actually going to try to get some stuff going with my eldest son, who is a gamer, and he wants to start broadcasting some gaming shit. He and I have been talking about it off and on over the course of the last couple of weeks. The kid makes me feel old. I call him a kid. He turned 18 on the 9th of December. So yeah, he's an adult. If he wants to do whatever the fuck he wants to do on broadcast, he can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. Makes me proud. He wants to do some broadcasting stuff. He's been talking about it for a while, and now I have the ability to make his dream come true. So I hope he likes that. And in a nutshell, just what I've been putting together. I mean, I've been spending a whole lot of time with family. I've been doing a whole lot of research on a whole lot of different medicinal things, along with like smoothies. Uh, Making special smoothies that'll help me with weight gain and help my stomach and stuff like that. Um, I don't know where my wife got it. I think from my mother-in-law, but we got a smoothie maker. And I think we're gonna have to get another one because I think I've pretty much just about stretched this smoothie maker to its limit. So, if any of you do have ideas that you want to throw down in for a podcast on your hobbies, let me know today. Hit me up on Facebook. Email me, SkeletorVapes@gmail.com. And I'll start fucking recording your ass today. Because a month is long enough to sit dormant. I've been itching. I've got the itch. It's time to start broadcasting again. Whether it be audio, video, both. And I want to start getting more involved with you guys. So, whatever your kink, whatever your love, whatever your function, bring it. It's going to be banging. You know what? I'm looking around at all this stuff that I have around the room. And it makes me want to ramble on about how I want to learn how to play the guitar, or hey, did y'all see that there's a new fucking Despicable Me movie coming? Fucking epic. Fucking epic. Got some Despicable Me lip balm my wife found at the dollar store. So check it. There's a story time with Skeletor on the back of this Despicable Me, but it's so tiny. That I have to kind of go like this to read it. So story time with Skeletor dictates this. The adventures of Gru, daughters Margot, Edith, and Agnes, and the unpredictable minions have been embraced by audiences across the globe. Now Despicable Me Minion Made product lets you keep up with everyone's favorite former supervillain, his girls, and the minions when their unique brand of humor and heart between the times. So basically what it's telling you is they're coming out with Minion made stuff in between movies so we can keep up with their shit. And this is cherry flavored, and it's got a little Santa hat, and it's got somebody, I don't know, Bob maybe, but that's not Bob down there. I don't know who that is. Ho ho ho. So what do you guys have planned for Christmas? You know what? We're done talking about me. What do you guys have planned for Christmas? Christmas is only 8 days away. Christmas Eve is a week from tonight. Winter begins Wednesday. Yes. Yes. The winter solstice. The winter solstice. Y'all know what Monday is? No? Some might not. You know what though? It's been a fucking half hour. I've been rambling on about what's going on with Skeletor, and this is just an update anyway. So, for those of you who are watching the replay, be sure to click that like button, subscribe if you haven't. If you have any kink that you want to lay down a podcast for, or even if you want to do a video cast, you know what? We're not limited to vaping doing video broadcasts, or our video broadcasts are not limited to just vaping at all. At all. I plan on having a lot of subjects. We've talked about that in the past, and well, it's coming to fruition, and it starts now. So yeah, for those of you who are watching the replay, if you have an idea, hit me up on Facebook or email skeletorvapes@gmail.com. As a matter of fact, while I'm thinking about it, I'm just going to pull up a little source text. Yes, I know it's in the way of everything, and you can't see it very well, but you will in a second. There. Email me there. Hit me up on Instagram at SkeletorVapes. We'll get some shit laid down. And that's just the way it's going to be. So remember everybody, as I get out of here, kick cigarettes, vape on, stay cloudy. And as always, peace out. Thanks for kicking in the update, y'all. I will see you very soon. Love you guys.